So, Alex, thank you for getting in touch and being available for this interview. I'm very excited to catch up with you and learn all about your success out of this new business that you've started.
Yeah, it's a pleasure for me to be here, and it's a pleasure to work with you.
My pleasure too. So, I mean, being my mentor in the previous online business, I have a lot of respect and also a lot of learning from you. So I really want to um, thank you also for giving me the time and coaching me through the process. Now, if I remember your background correctly, we actually started in a similar path. You were in a construction business, you have your own business, and then you shift into an online business altogether, right?
Yeah, it's correct. Since 2000, I started to have my own businesses. I had businesses in few industries.
Mm-hmm.
Last one and the biggest one was in real estate.
Okay.
I had an investment company, and also I had a construction company. We had like 300 people working for me. Was pretty big, but also was crazy. So in 2014, I decided that I need to retire. Uh, okay, I was very young, but I said enough, it's enough. And after few months of hanging out on the beach and on the mountains, and I said I cannot stay doing nothing. So I
Sure.
said, okay, if I'm gonna start something again from scratch, am I able to build wealth and success again? And
Mm-hmm.
I looked for an industry where I had no idea, no clue how to do it, what it's all about, and that was online.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, when I started, I was sure that all the emails that I'm receiving from companies actually is a person who's sending me those emails. I had no idea about autoresponders and other things, so was clueless.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2014, in December, I decided to start a new business in online space, and I tried to apply what I knew from the past. So the first thing I was to make a research on the market, and I started to look for trainings to show me what's happening in digital economy, and that was my start in 2014 in December. And now after 4 years, almost 4 years, I'm a top earner in two companies, and it's going pretty well.
Excellent, excellent. So what got you interested into digital economies in the first place then?
In 2008, when that was a big downside of the real estate industry,
Mm-hmm.
the market was down up to 2012 or something. So in
Sure.
that part, when it was pretty hard in real estate, the only good news came from online economy. Only from there, big success stories. And if you look in Forbes magazine and top richest person in the world, you see that the online economy is dominating that top. So I said, it's something is happening in there. I have no idea what, but something is happening. And also I was impressed by the speed that you can create wealth in there.
Mm-hmm.
So if a billionaires in offline business, they need like 20, 30, 40 years, even few generations to build a big empire. In online companies like Facebook, like Google, they have no more than 20 years. So I'm not talking about WhatsApp, like few years, and they are like $4 billion and so on. So I realized that the speed of creating wealth in online is much, much faster. So that was one of the main things that brought my attention. And also when I started to understand a little bit how you can build a business, not on the top level, not reinventing the iPhone or something, but like a small business owner, I understood that it's much easier than in offline business. You can work from anywhere you want to. That was a problem being from in real estate. You are geographical limited. If the market, the real estate market is down in where you have your investment in your country or in your city, you have nothing to do. You need to wait the market to grow back. In online, I don't have these restrictions because I'm from Europe. So if in Europe is going bad, I have no problem. I can advertise. I can work my business in Asia, or I can or my business in North America. In the real estate crisis, the Canada was off the crisis. So I was very happy to have some investments in Canada back then, but I didn't. But now with my online business, if things are going good in Canada, I can promote my business in there. So that was another strong point for me, seeing that freedom that can allow me few clicks to reach an enormous mass of clients all over the planet.
Excellent, excellent. So it sounds like you have found a breakthrough from just limiting yourself in a geographical situation to a global reach, yeah?
Yeah, and also was another thing, what was a personal thing, having 300 people working for you and manage them every day was like a nightmare. And in online business, how you can structure a business, basically you don't need help, you don't need people to work for you. Eventually you can hire a virtual assistant which is in the other part of the planet. You give specific tasks and that's it. You don't have problems with bureaucracy, you don't have problems with people working from 9 to 5 complaining and all the stuff. So that was all that was my personal reason. I said, if I'm going to work again, if I'm going to build something, I want to have it at least a few people working for me. I don't want to have so much stuff in my business anymore.
Understand. At the same, understand. I totally share what you mean when it comes to managing people in a big organization. Very good. Now, help me to also understand the success that you have at the moment. I mean, you have been in this business for how many years now?
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years. So in almost 4 years, I see you have success in both high tickets program as well as low ticket program. How do you do that? You know, what is your approach?
I don't have a special approach. It's the same approach that I used in construction when I sold houses. I used the same when I had the businesses in automotive industries. I never look for the money. I'm always taking care of the client. Okay, so everything in my business, in my other businesses, is about the client. So I'm not doing something special. I'm just trying to understand what is the problem of the client, and I will try to present to fulfill a solution. That is the only thing that I'm doing.
Okay.
In few words.
Okay, good. So what you're saying is money is not really your focus, but serving your customers, solving their problem is really where you focus yourself. Very good. Okay, very good advice. I will take that on. And I mean, I'm going to be a little bit more specific to the business that we are partnering up now, right? So you got me into Easy One Up, and as I was checking the leadership board today, you're already the top earner. In fact, the #1 earner. You know, what got you into this program, and what do you think is the reason of your success then?
After hanging around on online space, checking a few business models that are working out there, and I said that the educational niche is the best one because you have other satisfactions than income. You can help a person who never run a business before. You can help a person to create his her own wealth. So. I know a lot of people are concentrating on product. They think that everything is about the product. In the end of the day, it's not about the product. It's about fulfilling people needs. So a lot of people, they want to start a business. Offline, online, doesn't matter. 97% of them are going to fail in 6 months up to 1 year. The problem or the main reason why they are failing is not because the business is not good or the product is not good. It's because they don't have the knowledge to operate and to maximize the product.
Mhm.
So I choose the educational niche to teach people, to show people how to start and how to build a business in order not to fail in 6 months. So educational niche, or this particular business that we are doing right now, the main component of this business is an educational one. We teach people how to promote any product, services, whatever they have to offer. We teach them how to do it and how to build, starting from a strong foundation. Even if they don't have a business but they want to have one, we can offer them a platform to operate. So basically, it's pretty cool for me. I'm taking people that are completely clueless, and I'm showing them step by step, and in a few weeks they are able to run their own businesses. One of the biggest danger in online space is the ocean of information. So you can be overwhelmed very, very fast. A big category of people, they're trying to learn everything. Forget about this. You cannot learn everything because you cannot read what is posted every day. You cannot keep the speed with what posted every day and think a few years back. So you have no chance to learn everything. So that offer me the possibility to show them a map, a roadmap, what they need to do step by step to stay away from overwhelming, and to do only the minimum things that they need to be successful.
Okay. Interesting. So if I sum up what you have just said, basically the reason of your success is not so much about the program that you choose. It's really the fact that you see this as your mission of helping people beyond just making money, and
Yes,
also the fact that you feel there is a way of simplifying the process and helping people to really knock down the fact that they have to learn and know everything before they start a business. But you are able to then bring them on board, giving them a direct path, a focused path to achieve success. Yeah, and that's what
correct.
you really do.
Yeah, in the last 4 years, I work with more than 2,000 people. So I noticed, no matter where they are coming from, what is the background, what is the level of education, doesn't matter. They have the same issues. The main one is overwhelming. The second one, they want to know everything. The third one, they try to complicate things. So those are the main three reasons why they get frustrated very fast, and why they don't get results. So having this huge knowledge of working with people in the last years, I'm trying to show them exactly what they need to do, and actually I'm advising them, guys, stay on this path. Don't look right, don't look left. Just follow my lead. And you mentioned earlier about success. It's not my working with my clients is not over after I'm making a sale or something. I'm working with them after that. I'm training them weekly. I want to see them capable of running their businesses by themselves. So it's a process that will depend on every client, how long will be this process. For some of them, they need only 1 week or 2 weeks and they are running. Others, they need like 3-4 months. It's a process, but if you enjoy what you are doing, it's pretty nice.
Good. I really like what you've just shared. In fact, I can be a real testimonial of that, right? You came to where I lived, and then you gave me a direction of what I need to do, and then stick to it. And then, I mean, it took a little bit time for the result to come, but the skills that you have transferred to me helped me to be able to now build another business. So I have a lot of that to prove and to be grateful for. Now, just for one thing, Alex, in terms of a newcomer who comes into this business, everyone is anxious to make sure they get a return. They get a return of their investment, and everyone is also very excited, eagerly wanting to make their first sales. What would you advise people, the newcomers, to do to Make sure that they have the return of investment and get the first sales to build the confidence.
I spoke yesterday with a friend, talked yesterday with a friend, because in the last 3 weeks I made like almost 40K, and my friend is working from 9 to 5, and he said to me, man, I want to invest in what are you doing, and I want a return of investment. Said, wow, you are talking dirty words. Tell me about the return of investment. How much are you doing for your money that you are invested in other businesses? And he told me, I don't have other businesses. Okay, so how you can evaluate the return of investment if it's good or bad? He said to me, I don't know. I think it's about the investment. If I'm gonna invest $10,000, I expect to have the return of investment in 1 year. I said, okay, if you're gonna buy I don't know, a franchise of $10,000 and you're gonna wash cars, do you think you're gonna make $10,000, like be on break even in the first year? He working in a company. He knows that return of investment less than 5 years, it's like
Not possible,
pretty
right?
low to happen. Yes, and
Yeah.
he started to think and said, okay, maybe I'm rushing in this. Okay, so depending on the client, if they have no background in business and it's only an emotion out there, hey man, I want to make, first said I want to make the return of investment like yesterday, we need to talk about mindset a little bit, and we need to talk about numbers, because in the end of the day, it's not a magic in here, it's not a magic in any businesses, like with numbers.
Mm.
And second, I will start with learning how to swim, then propose to swim around the planet. I know that they have a goal, but they need to understand that it's a road until you're gonna achieve that goal. I want to run a marathon, but I need like many months to train to go to a marathon. What is my first desire? I want to finish the marathon, but I cannot run like 2 kilometers. I need to train myself. So somebody told a few days ago, I saw on Facebook, that the failure is the best teacher in the world. So even if you're gonna start a business and you're gonna have success right away, don't be too confident. A friend of ours, Richard, told me 2 weeks ago that he started a Forex, playing around with Forex 2 years ago, and he made in 1 month $200,000, and in the second month he lost everything because he had no idea what he's doing. So if you start, and if you have success in the beginning, don't be too happy about this. You need to understand how things are working. What we are doing here, you are a top earner in another company. Now you are doing the same thing in here. Why? Because you have the skills, and you know how to approach a business. What we discussed earlier, doesn't matter the product. People are, when they are starting a business, they have no experience, and they're concentrating on a product, and they're concentrating on getting money from clients. So those are two mistakes that they can make, and they are doing both. So it's not. I understand you need money right away, but instead of getting money right away by luck, maybe you should build your skills. And what is the easiest way to be successful, to answer to your question, is to work with somebody who was there before you, to work with a coach, to work with a mentor. Okay, that is the way how you're gonna fast your track to success. Not by trying to go out there like a crazy person, asking everybody on the street, hey, do you want to buy my stuff? Do you want to buy my stuff? That is not the way. Okay? If you have a little bit patience, if you made that decision to have a business, and if you have patience to understand how to do it, if you have the possibility to work with a mentor, that will be the easiest way and the fastest way to be successful, not only in that business, but to be successful for a long term.
Sure. So find a mentor, apply what he or she teaches you, and then stick to it, stick to the process. Don't just hang up for the result, but focus on the process.
Exactly. They are focused on results. They are focused on, and I noticed that people are, it's like a natural habit to set up for failure. They start a business and they set up a goal. They have no idea what's happening in that business. I want to make $1 million until the end of this year. Did you make $1 million before in your life? I'm just asking. So they set up for failure because 11 months they are doing almost nothing, just struggle, and they realize that they have 30 more days to make $1 million. Okay, it's not working like that, and you put your focus on your energy on the wrong direction. Okay. First, when you are young, first you learn how to walk and then you run. Okay, so take it slowly and build. People are jumping the building part, the foundation.
Yeah.
I want to see my house done. Yeah, but we need to dig a little bit. We need to build a foundation, and then we have some work to do.
Sure.
Find a mentor. Concentrate on the process. And you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to be successful for a long time, no matter what's happening. Maybe the business that you are working will be shut down. Maybe you're going to discover after a while that you don't like to sell a certain product. You want to choose another one. Or you're going to create your own product. Okay? If you have the skills, no matter what you're going to do, you're going to be successful. Use a mentor. Instead of reinventing the wheel, use somebody who achieved those goals that you are looking for. Use his experience, use his knowledge. That is the fastest way.
Very good, very good. I like what you say. Now, help me to also visualize, Alex, help me to visualize your routine. How do you run your own business on a daily basis, or on the, how is your routine like for you to sort of build your skill and get the result, and and being successful after 4 years of being in this business?
Yeah, that is should be a long answer. I try to keep it short. So first of all, I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with my family, and I like to travel. So those are the things that are occupy my whole day. But about my business, I'm working like 2 hours per day on my business. And the main focus is to create content, to create trainings, to solve people problems. For example, if I'm noticed that I'm getting the same questions few times, I'm creating a training about that question. Also, what I'm doing and how I'm promoting my business, I'm sharing that with my people. So 2 hours a day, I'm concentrating on creating a content. The good part in online is that a job that you do, that you make, like creating a content, a training, a video or something, will remain out there forever. So you can use that 30 minutes of work over and over and over and over again without being need to spend time with every person to explain the same thing. I make it one time and then I can use it over and over again. So 2 hours per day I'm spending on creating content. Another hour per day I'm spending on answering messages, emails, things like this, trying to help people as fast as I can. And probably another half an hour I'm spending on adjusting or creating campaigns. My main traffic channel is Facebook. So Facebook is not requiring a lot of time. I'm setting up a campaign and then every day I'm just checking the numbers. So it's not a big time consuming. So I'm working less than 4 hours per day, and because I'm retarded and I cannot concentrate 4 hours, I'm working like 2 hours in the morning, after lunch another hour, and maybe in the evening another 1 hour. So I'm doing my schedule as light as I can, and I'm not killing myself working. I'm not a workaholic.
Nice, nice. I wish I will have the same very soon. After hearing from you, I have to now make sure that I trim down my working hours on my desk and enjoy the rest of my day in a different way. Good, good, good.
Yes, because when you are spending time out of the business, you recharge, you understand that what you are doing in those hours is worth it because
Mm,
you have family, you have what you want, and when you go back next day, you're gonna be more pumped to create another good content and to help more people and to show them that it's possible.
mm, very good. I will take that note down and make sure and reschedule myself properly. I have my last question, Alex. So you touch on some of the very important point already on some of the question that I had in mind. So my last question to you is, I mean, all this while we've been talking about getting people starting, people who have no experience, you want to focus them to stay on the path and simplify the process so that they don't get overwhelmed and they don't rush into things and they don't overcomplicate the process. Now, what about people who are like me, who already have some online marketing experience, who really want to scale the business up? What kind of advice would you give to people like me then?
That is pretty easy because if you are already on a certain level, what I recommend is to look back and to start analyzing the numbers. We
Mm,
know about that 80-20 principle,
sure.
Parrot law or something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have experience and if you're running for a few months or a year or something,
Mm,
take a look. Where is your 20% of
mm-hmm.
action that generate 80% of your income?
Mm,
So try to isolate the actions that you are doing and are creating the most wealth in your pocket.
mm,
So I will on this level, the only thing that you need to do is to optimize the process.
mm,
Just optimize the process, cut off what is not working or what is not worth it,
mm,
and concentrating on those few actions that are generating you the most. For example, I noticed that talking one-on-one with
mm,
people, I was very confident in that way, talking one-on-one with people, and then I tried to do groups. Okay, so talking in a 1 hour with 15 people or 10 people in a conference, and I noticed that my income would gonna grow like 10 times. Okay,
mm,
so it's not worth it for me right now to talk one-on-one with people telling the same thing over and over again for 30 minutes, another 30 minutes talking the same thing. I prefer now to bring everybody on the table, having a discussion, and what I did before in 10 hours, now I'm doing in 1 hour. Okay,
mm,
so
mm,
my time is more efficient consuming, and I'm making more income, and I'm helping a lot more people. Because in the end of the day, the only resource that we don't have is the time.
sure, sure.
People are concentrating on money. Hey, I need money to do something. Man, money can take money all over. They are around you. You don't have time. And no, I'm not gonna do paid traffic. I'm gonna do free traffic. I want to work hard. Why do you want to work hard? What's wrong, man? You are not here to work hard. You are here to create your wealth. So you are concentrating on wrong things. So for coming back to somebody that is already working the business, if you got results and if you got the good results, look back and see where those results coming from. I'm sure that a lot of actions that you are doing every day and you are concentrating on are
Mm,
not worth it. Maybe you can outsourcing, maybe you can cut off completely. For example, if you get a lot of emails, instead of reading those emails, you can hire a VA for $2 per hour to read all
mm,
your emails and to make to send you only the most important ones, or the VA can handle the emails. So 1 hour from your time will cost you $2 to hire somebody to solve it for you. So things like that.
good. So what you're saying is, for someone who is in the process already, know the business and growing the business, identify the most profitable activities, and then scale it up and optimize from there. Yeah.
Yes, and another thing that I can say is, if you have experience, a little bit of experience, you are capable of analyzing what other people are doing. So I recommend you to take a look at earners that are making more than you, like 7-figure earners. What is their process? What is their structure? What they are doing, and try to optimize what you have in place with what they are doing. Okay, so you can see. Entering into their funnels, getting their emails, you can understand very easy what they are doing. So you can adapt easy what you need to do. But the first action you should take, look back, analyze the numbers, identify where is your 20% that brings you the most income. Stay there.
Excellent. Very good. So I think I'm done from my end. I have most of the questions that I would love to understand from you answered, and actually you gave me more than what I was expecting in terms of some of the ideas that I thought I understood, but you clarified that even better for me. So thank you for your time. And if you have anything from your end that you would like to say as a last few words, things that you like to sort of point out to all of us out there who is watching this recording?
So if you are watching this recording, then you are on a good path. You are already working with Adrine. So you made the hardest decision. You took the decision to start. That is the hardest decision that a person can make. If you decided to start, don't turn around. Just move forward. Work, keep things as simple as you can. Work with your mentor, and concentrate on helping people and not getting money from people. And that is all that you need to do. Helping as many people as you can.
Very good. All right. Very good. Thanks, Alex. I appreciate your time. Very good sharing. And I am very happy that I am in your team after.
It's my pleasure to work with you. We have almost 1 year since we work together.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to see your progress and to see you in the game. And also with your huge experience in business, you are a rock star. I love it.
Thank you. All right. So let's celebrate more success together. I'll be sharing this recording with my team. And I look forward to also getting more training from you. I know you're preparing and working hard for all of us, and we thank you for that. So looking forward to get your next training session.
My pleasure. See you soon then.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.